Hello everyone, I'm FL Rich, your guide in this journey of exploration. The F in my name stands for focus, because that's what we do here. We focus on the intriguing aspects of life that often go unnoticed. Today we're going to delve into the fascinating correlation between the moods of men and the seven dwarfs of the beloved fairy tale. But before we dive in, I would like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Your support means the world to me. And while you're at it, why not drop a comment about which dwarf you've experienced most in your life? Is it sleepy after a long day at work, or happy when you're spending time with loved ones? I'd love to hear your experiences. Now, without further ado, let's dive into the curious case of the seven moods of men. Have you ever wondered why men experience a spectrum of emotions, much like the seven dwarfs from the famous fairy tale? It's a fascinating concept to explore. Just as each dwarf in the tale has a distinct personality, men too exhibit a range of moods that can be likened to these characters: happy, sleepy, dopey, bashful, grumpy, sneezy, and Doc. Each dwarf, in their own unique way, mirrors human emotions. Happy embodies joy and contentment, sleepy represents the need for rest and rejuvenation, dopey symbolizes naivety and innocence, bashful reflects shyness and reservation, grumpy signifies irritation and discontent, sneezy represents unexpected interruptions and ailments, and Doc, the leader, embodies wisdom and rationality. These seven dwarfs provide a colorful palette of moods that men experience in their daily lives. Buckle up as we dive deeper into each dwarf story and see how it mirrors the diverse moods of men. And don't forget to drop a #focus down in the comments, letting us know which dwarf resonates most with you and your moods. Our journey begins with Happy, a dwarf who embodies joy and positivity. As we delve into the realm of the seven dwarfs, Happy stands out as the beacon of joy, the embodiment of the sheer delight of existence. He personifies the exuberance, the zest, the enthusiasm that men often display when they are in their element, relishing life's pleasures. For men, happiness is not just a fleeting emotion, it's a state of mind. It's the laughter that echoes through a room, the contented sigh at the end of a productive day, the gleam in the eyes when they speak of their passions. It's the warmth they spread, the kindness they show, the love they share. This is what happy represents, the joy of life, the happiness that comes from within. But why is happiness so important? Beyond the obvious pleasure it brings, happiness plays a crucial role in men's mental health. It's like the sunshine that brightens up the day, the fuel that keeps the engine running. When men are happy, they are more productive, more creative, more resilient. They are better able to cope with stress, to overcome challenges, to build strong relationships. They are healthier, both physically and mentally. However, it's important to remember that happiness is not about ignoring the negatives, but about embracing the positives. It's not about wearing a constant smile, but about finding joy in the little things. It's about celebrating victories, cherishing moments, cultivating gratitude. It's about being present, being aware, being alive. Happy, with his infectious laughter and boundless energy, is a reminder of the power of positivity. He teaches us that happiness is a choice, a decision we make every day. He encourages us to seek joy, to spread cheer, to savor life. He inspires us to be the best version of ourselves, to live with purpose, passion, and positivity. So let's take a leaf out of Happy's book. Let's choose joy, let's embrace happiness, let's celebrate life. Because in the end, happiness is not just about feeling good, it's about doing good. It's about making a positive impact, not just on our own lives, but also on the lives of those around us. Remember, just like Happy, embracing joy can positively impact your mood and overall well-being. Next up is Sleepy, symbolizing the necessity of rest and relaxation in a man's life. Just as Sleepy is often seen catching a few winks, we too need to embrace the power of rest. It's not just about getting enough sleep at night, although that's certainly important. It's also about taking breaks throughout the day, allowing our minds to unwind and our bodies to recharge. Consider the rhythm of the day, the ebb and flow of energy. There are times for action and times for rest. When we honor this rhythm, we find ourselves more balanced, more at peace. We're not just machines, endlessly producing. We're complex beings needing time to process, to dream, to simply be. Rest is not laziness, it's not wasted time, it's an investment in well-being, in creativity, in emotional stability. It's a vital part of maintaining a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So, like Sleepy, don't forget to rest, recharge, and rejuvenate. Let's now turn our attention to Bashful, the shy and sensitive dwarf. In a world that often values bravado and boldness, Bashful stands as a poignant reminder of the quiet strength that resides in us all. He embodies the introspective, more contemplative side of our personality. Bashful's character is a testament to the power of sensitivity, demonstrating that it's not just an emotion, but a strength. His quiet demeanor is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of his deep thoughtfulness and consideration. His shyness is not a flaw, but a testament to his ability to listen, understand, and empathize. In the story of the Seven Dwarfs, Bashful represents the element of water, fluid and adaptable, yet powerful and persistent. His character teaches us that it's okay to be sensitive, to be thoughtful, to be quiet. It's okay to be bashful. So, let's all take a moment to appreciate our inner Bashful. Embrace your inner Bashful. There's strength in sensitivity. Moving on to Grumpy, the dwarf who's not afraid to show his discontent. Grumpy, the embodiment of the element Earth, stands for the power of expression. His character reminds us that it's absolutely fine to voice our discontent or frustration. You see, in our journey of self-improvement, it's crucial to acknowledge and express our feelings, even when they aren't all sunshine and rainbows. Grumpy is not just about being gruff and irritable. He represents the importance of emotional honesty. When we allow ourselves to be grumpy, to express discontent, we validate our feelings. This is a key aspect of emotional health. It's about admitting when we're not okay, and seeking help or making changes. It's about facing our fears and frustrations head-on instead of burying them deep within. So, the next time you feel like being a bit grumpy, go ahead, express yourself. It's a step towards emotional intelligence, towards understanding the why behind your feelings. Remember, it's okay to be a grumpy sometimes. Expressing your feelings is a sign of emotional intelligence. Next, we have Sneezy, the dwarf prone to sudden, uncontrollable sneezes. This character embodies the unexpected emotional outbursts or reactions we all experience from time to time. Just as Sneezy's sneezes come without warning, our emotions can often catch us off guard. Let's imagine a day where everything seems to be going smoothly. You're feeling good, the sun is shining, and then out of nowhere, something triggers an emotional response. Perhaps it's an unexpected bill, a surprise visit, or an offhand comment from a colleague. Suddenly you find yourself feeling angry, sad, or overwhelmed. These emotional sneezes, as we'll call them, can be disconcerting. They can throw us off balance and leave us feeling out of control. But it's important to remember that just like Sneezy's sneezes, these emotional responses are natural. They're part of being human. What's more, they can also be managed effectively. One way to do this is through mindfulness. By paying attention to our feelings and acknowledging them, we can reduce their intensity and regain control. It's like catching a sneeze in a tissue. You're not stopping the sneeze, but you're preventing it from affecting those around you. Another way is to practice emotional intelligence. This involves understanding our emotions, why we're feeling them, and how they can influence our actions. By doing so, we can respond to our emotional sneezes in a more constructive way. Finally, we can use these unexpected emotional outbursts as opportunities for growth. They can provide insight into our triggers, help us understand what's important to us, and guide us in making positive changes. So next time you experience an emotional sneeze, remember Sneezy. Remember that it's okay to feel, and it's okay to react. But also remember that you have the power to manage these emotions effectively, to learn from them, and to use them to your advantage. Like Sneezy, life can be unpredictable, but it's how we react to these unexpected moments that truly matter. Finally, let's explore Doc, the wise and level-headed dwarf. Doc is a symbol of wisdom and equanimity, a beacon of tranquility amidst the fluctuating moods of men. He is the embodiment of the wisdom within each one of us, ready to guide us through the tumultuous seas of our emotions. Picture wisdom as a ship's captain. It's the internal compass that guides us through the stormy weather of life. It helps us navigate our emotions, keeping us steady when we're tempted to be swayed by the winds of anger, the waves of sadness, or the whirlpools of fear. It's the voice that counsels patience when we're eager to rush, that advises caution when we're ready to leap without looking. In the grand theater of life, wisdom is the director that orchestrates our moods, ensuring that each plays its part without overwhelming the others. It's the balance that allows joy to shine but also makes room for moments of quiet introspection. It's the understanding that every emotion has its time and place, and that experiencing them all is part of the rich tapestry of human existence. Doc, with his spectacles perched on his nose and his thoughtful demeanor, is a reminder that wisdom doesn't always come with loud declarations or grand gestures. Sometimes it's found in the quiet moments, in the thoughtful pauses, in the gentle nudges towards the right path. But remember, wisdom is not just about knowledge or intelligence. It's about understanding, about seeing the bigger picture. It's about knowing when to speak, when to listen, and when to simply observe. It's about learning from the past, living in the present, and planning for the future. So let's take inspiration from Doc. Let's honor the wisdom within us, that quiet voice that guides us towards balance and equanimity. Let's listen to it, nurture it, and let it guide us through the ebbs and flows of our moods. Just like Doc, let wisdom guide your emotions and bring balance to your moods. As we conclude our journey with the seven dwarfs, let's reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered the joy of life, embracing happiness and seizing the day, represented by our dwarf of earth. Through the need for rest, our dwarf of air taught us the importance of taking time for ourselves. The quiet strength, embodied by the dwarf of fire, reminded us that our inner fortitude can power us through any obstacle. Our dwarf of water, in the power of expression, showed us the necessity of sharing our feelings and thoughts. The unexpected interruptions, symbolized by the dwarf of light, taught us to adapt and find resilience amidst change. Lastly, the dwarf of shadow, through the wisdom within, enlightened us about the depth of insight that comes from introspection. Remember, each dwarf within us has a role to play in our emotional well-being. Until next time, stay focused on yourself and embrace the journey of life.